Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about 10 features, silent features of pteridophytes. Today we will take up the 11th feature of pteridophytes. Pteridophytes reproduce by spores. Pteridophytes reproduce by spores. These spores are produced in special structures called sporangia. Pteridophytes reproduce by spores which are produced on special structures called sporangia. These sporangia develop on the ventral surface of the leaves. Either they develop on the ventral surface of the leaves or in the axil of stem leaves. And we can say pteridophytes reproduce by spores. Spores are produced on special structures called sporangia. These sporangia may be produced either on the ventral surface of the leaves or in the axil of the stem leaves. Number 12th feature, sporangia. Sporangia bearing leaves are called sporophylls. And you have seen that sporangia are produced on the leaves, either on the ventral surface of the leaves or on the axil of the stem leaves. These leaves which contain these sporangia, they are called sporophylls. In aquatic ferns or pteridophytes, sporangia develop inside specialized structures called sporocarps. And in aquatic ferns, these sporangia, they are produced or they develop on special structures called sporocarps. Similarly, in some pteridophytes, as in xerophytic pteridophytes, sporophylls, these sporangia or sporophylls may form compact cones or strobili. And these sporophylls, that is sporangia bearing leaves, they may form compact cones or strobili like gymnosperms. Example is the Selaginella and Equistum. Number 13th feature, depending upon the development of sporangia. And depending upon the development of sporangia, pteridophytes may be eusporangiate or leptosporangiate. Depending on the development of the sporangia, pteridophytes are of two types, eusporangiate and leptosporangiate. Eusporangiate means where sporangia develops from a group of superficial cells. And that type of sporangia development in which sporangia develops from a group of superficial cells, it is called eusporangiate development of sporangia. And another type is leptosporangiate. It is that type when sporangia develops from a single superficial cell. And the sporangia may be developed from a group of superficial cells, that is called eusporangiate development. And if the sporangia develops from a single superficial cell, it is called leptosporangiate type of development of sporangia. 14th feature, the plants, and these we have seen that pteridophytes reproduce by by spores produced on sporangia. These plants that is pteridophyte, they may be homospores or heterospores. Homospores means producing single type of spores, and all the spores are of the same type, they are equal in size, or heterospores producing two types of spores. A small spore, also called male spore or microspore, and a large spore also called macro or megaspore or female spore. And these types of pteridophytes which contain two types of spores, they are called heterospores pteridophytes, as we have seen Selaginella. Selaginella is heterospores, produce two types of spores, a small male spore or microspore and a large spore called female spore or megaspore. These spores, 15th, and these spores, they germinate. These spores germinate to produce gametophyte, and to produce the haploid phase of the life cycle, that is called gametophyte, and this gametophyte is also known as prothallus. Which is this prothallus is small, it is small, reduced, free living, independent, multicellular, non-vascular, haploid. This haploid or thalloid gametophyte we call as prothallus, as I already told you. And this gametophyte, that is called prothallus, it is small, reduced, free living, but it is free living, that is independent, multicellular but non-vascular. And in the haploid phase, in case of pteridophyte, it does not contain vascular tissues. Only diploid phase, that is sporophytic phase, contains the vascular tissues. Now another feature, that is 14th feature, sexual reproduction is of advanced oogamous type. It is of oogamous type, and sex organs are generally multicellular and jacketed. Like bryophytes, these sex organs are also multicellular and jacketed. Number 16th feature, male sex organ is called antheridium. Which produces male gametes called sperms, and female sex organ is called archegonium, which produces a large female gamete called egg, the egg. Number 17th feature, the fusion of male and female gametes produces the diploid zygote. Which represents the first cell of the sporophytic generation. This zygote then divides to produce a multicellular embryo. This embryo then produces the plant body, the parent plant body, which is the dominant, independent, and most important phase in the life cycle of pteridophytes. This is all about the silent features of pteridophytes. Thank you.